Golden Bachelor Gerry Turner diagnosed with incurable cancer. December 11, 2024. Golden Bachelor Gerry Turner has been taking a lot of heat from his divorce from Teresa Nist. Fans speculated that it was a location issue and they couldn't decide where to live. Some said the split was because of a negative comment she made about Indiana. Recently she opened up and said there was more to the story, but she didn't want to talk about it. Now, Gerry himself is spilling the tea on what really happened that contributed to them getting divorced. Keep reading to find out more. Golden Bachelor Gerry Turner diagnosed with cancer. Golden Bachelor Gerry Turner spoke with People where he opened up about being diagnosed with cancer. He hasn't been ready to talk about it until now. Gerry is hoping his coming out with his health issues will help put some of the speculation to rest over why he and Teresa Nist divorced. He said he thinks it's time to clear up some of the mystery over what happened in February, March, and April. He went back to where it all started and revealed that he had hurt his shoulder 3 years ago while teaching a pickleball class. Gerry didn't go to an orthopedic surgeon and then life happened and got busier. He finally decided to see the orthopedic doctor who told him there wasn't anything they could do with his shoulder. However, something weird showed up on his blood tests. Gerry said, "Finally I got around to going to the doctor," and the orthopedic surgeon said, "Yeah, Gerry, there's not much we can do for your shoulder, but there are some unusual blood markers here." And so an orthopedic surgeon went to my family doctor referred me to an oncologist, and now I'm working with a hematology oncology group in Fort Wayne. Gerry went on to say that upon further testing he was diagnosed with a slow-growing bone marrow cancer. Its official name is Waldenstrom's macroglobulinemia. There is no cure for Gerry's cancer. Gerry Turner went on to share that there is no cure for his bone marrow cancer. Therefore, he said he's taking the Tim McGraw approach to life and carries the live like you're dying philosophy with him. Once he somewhat came out of denial, he decided to share the news with Teresa. He believes she was a bit awestruck. While Gerry did want to make things work with Teresa, he also knew that it was less of a priority because for him he wanted to spend more time with his family. He believes the judgments passed on him and his now ex-wife were unfair and is hoping this will put some of that to rest. Gerry continued on to say, "I'm going to pack as much fun as I possibly can into my life and enjoy every moment. And when I'm gone, but I'm not going to have regrets." Through it all, he wishes Teresa Nist the best and wishes things could have ended differently. What do you think about Gerry Turner revealing he has an incurable form of bone marrow cancer? Stay tuned for more updates. Gerry Turner, the charming and resilient star of The Golden Bachelor, had always been a man of charisma and optimism. His journey to find love captured millions of hearts, but life off-screen has proven far more complex and bittersweet. As Gerry faced a devastating diagnosis and a high-profile divorce from Teresa Nist, he embarked on a journey that revealed his true strength and determination to live life fully, no matter the odds. The beginning of an uncertain path. It was an ordinary day 3 years ago when Gerry Turner first felt the pangs in his shoulder. At the time, he chalked it up to overexertion while teaching a pickleball class. A dedicated coach and an advocate for active living, Gerry brushed off the discomfort as a minor setback. "It's just a sore shoulder," he had thought, gritting his teeth and continuing his busy schedule. Little did he know that this seemingly trivial injury would set off a chain of events that would alter his life forever. The pickleball incident had faded into the background as life's demands took precedence. From his duties as a grandfather to his newfound fame as the Golden Bachelor, Gerry's days were packed with commitments. By the time he finally visited an orthopedic surgeon, it was already too late to fix the shoulder. What was initially a casual checkup turned into something far more ominous when the doctor noticed unusual blood markers in his routine tests. "Gerry, there's not much we can do for your shoulder," the surgeon said, his tone shifting to a more serious register. "But I'm concerned about these blood test results." What followed was a whirlwind of medical appointments, referrals, and anxious waiting. His family doctor, puzzled by the findings, sent him to an oncologist. Soon, Gerry found himself sitting in a stark, sterile office with a hematology oncology team in Fort Wayne, Indiana. The diagnosis was a gut punch: Waldenstrom's macroglobulinemia, a rare and slow-growing type of bone marrow cancer. There was no cure. Sharing the burden. Gerry struggled to process the news. The word cancer loomed large in his mind, overshadowing everything else. For weeks, he kept the diagnosis to himself, unwilling to burden anyone with the weight of his fears. But as the reality of his condition sank in, he knew he couldn't shoulder it alone. The first person he decided to tell was Teresa Nist, his then-wife. Teresa, Gerry began one evening as they sat on their porch, the golden hues of a Midwestern sunset casting long shadows across their yard. "I need to tell you something." Teresa's smile faltered as she noticed the gravity in his voice. "What is it, Gerry?" Taking a deep breath, Gerry laid bare the details of his diagnosis. The words hung heavy in the air. For a moment, Teresa was silent, her eyes welling up with tears. "Why didn't you tell me sooner?" she whispered. "I wasn't ready," Gerry admitted. "I needed time to process it myself before I could bring you into it." The weeks that followed were a test of their relationship. Teresa, though supportive, struggled with the implications of Gerry's condition. Their dreams of traveling the world and building a life together felt uncertain, fragile even. Conversations that once revolved around future plans became shadowed by the specter of what if. The strain on their marriage. As Gerry's focus shifted toward his health and spending time with his family, the cracks in his marriage began to widen. Teresa, who had always been vocal about her preferences and ambitions, found herself increasingly at odds with Gerry's decisions. One particular point of contention was their living arrangement. Teresa had made a passing remark about Indiana, describing it as too small town for her tastes. While the comment seemed innocuous at first, it became a symbol of their growing divide. "It's not just about Indiana," Teresa had said during one heated argument. "It's about us not being on the same page anymore." Gerry's response was measured but firm. "Teresa, I'm trying to make the most of the time I have left. My family is here. My daughters, my grandchildren, this is where I need to be." Teresa's eyes filled with frustration. "And what about me? Am I supposed to uproot my entire life just to fit into yours?" The words stung, but Gerry couldn't deny the truth in them. Their priorities were no longer aligned, and despite their efforts to reconcile, it became clear that their marriage was straining under the weight of his illness and their differing visions for the future. By April, they had decided to part ways. Gerry's philosophy: living without regrets. In the aftermath of his divorce, Gerry resolved to approach life with a renewed sense of purpose. Inspired by Tim McGraw's song "Live Like You Were Dying," he embraced the philosophy of seizing every moment. "I'm going to pack as much fun as I possibly can into my life and enjoy every moment," he declared in an interview. "When I'm gone, but I'm not going to have regrets." Gerry's newfound outlook resonated with his fans, many of whom reached out to share their own stories of resilience and hope. Despite the challenges he faced, Gerry remained a beacon of positivity, often sharing updates about his adventures and time with family on social media. Whether it was taking his grandchildren on fishing trips, attending his daughter's milestones, or simply enjoying a quiet evening with loved ones, Gerry made every moment count. A message of gratitude. In his public statements, Gerry often expressed gratitude for the support he received from fans, friends, and family. "I've been incredibly fortunate to have so many people rooting for me," he said. "It means the world to know that I'm not alone in this journey." He also took the opportunity to address the rumors and judgments that had swirled around his divorce from Teresa. "There's a lot of speculation out there, but the truth is, life is complicated," Gerry explained. "Teresa and I did our best, but sometimes love isn't enough to overcome the challenges we face. I wish her nothing but the best." Finding peace. As 2024 drew to a close, Gerry's journey served as a powerful reminder of the resilience of the human spirit. Despite the uncertainties he faced, he remained committed to living life on his own terms, cherishing the moments that mattered most. For Gerry, the true measure of success wasn't in finding a happily ever after on reality television but in embracing the beauty and fragility of life itself. In one of his final interviews of the year, Gerry shared a poignant reflection: "Life doesn't always go the way we plan, but that doesn't mean it's not worth living. Every day is a gift, and I'm going to make the most of mine." Epilogue. The legacy of a golden bachelor. Gerry Turner's story is one of love, loss, and resilience. As he continues to navigate the challenges of his diagnosis, he remains an inspiration to many, proving that even in the face of adversity, it's possible to live a life filled with joy, purpose, and connection. Whether through his time on The Golden Bachelor or his courageous battle with cancer, Gerry has left an indelible mark on the hearts of those who have followed his journey.